Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I have two horror movies for you.
Caleb Colton no longer belongs to our world.
We give him a week to see if we can call him one of us.
He belongs to hers.
But you have to learn to kill.
He belongs to theirs. Near Dark.
And the first movie is Near Dark from 1987, starring Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen, Jeanette Goldstein. So this is not your typical polished vampire movie that you are used to, you know, like The Lost Boys or Fright Night or even other movies with vampires. This is a little more dirtier, and the vampires are not like ordinary vampires you see in vampire movies. You never see any fangs, any vampire fangs. You never see any vampire eyes, you know, these glowing demon eyes. And you never see them fly in the air or something like that. However, they have superhuman strength, and they do suck blood. So the story is about the local farmer's son, and he meets a drifter girl in the small town he lives in one night. And he asks her if he can get to know her better and drive her somewhere, and she ends up going in his car. And after a while driving and getting to know each other a little, they stop and they get very intimate in the car, and she bites him in the neck. And after that he gets very sick and he doesn't know what's happened to him. So he runs from his car, and the girl is just walking away in another direction. And he tries to get home to his father's farm. And just before he gets to the farm, a very big motorhome is coming behind him, and they just scoops him up and drag him into the motorhome. And in this motorhome is a pack of drifters. They are a collective of drifter vampires, but he doesn't know that yet. And they are keeping him hostage until, because they now know that he's going to turn, because the girl that bit him is one of them. And she said that she didn't drink his blood, she just bit him. And that's the way they turn to a vampire. So they need to keep him in between themselves so they can control him when he turns. And this drifter collective is not the nice guys at all. They are real criminals and killers, and they just go from town to town and just steal cars and do crime and kill people to suck their blood. And among these drifters are Lance Henriksen, which is the leader of the pack, and his woman is played by Jeanette Goldstein, and Bill Paxton is one of the others, and he's a real psychotic guy, and he's a real psychopath. And yeah, he's now forced to go with these people when they drive from town to town, and they're just keeping him hostage while they do their insane stuff. And also this boy's father is on his way to localize him and get him back, because he saw the whole thing when they grabbed him from the motorhome. So this is a great movie. It's a great horror movie and a great vampire movie, even if you don't see any fangs or vampire eyes or like that. It's very dark, and it's very different from other vampire movies. And I have totally missed this movie when it came out in the 80s. I didn't see it in the 90s either. I saw it much later. But this is really a gem that many people have missed. So if you like vampire movies or this dark horror, you will really love this movie.
Guys, I'm psyched. Let's party. Fantastic!
Getting kind of dark, boys. You want to go bump in the night?
Grace Jones is looking for a few good men. Vamp.
I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
And the second movie is a horror comedy called Vamp from 1986, starring Chris Makepeace, Robert Rusler, and Grace Jones. So Chris Makepeace and Robert Russell plays these two college guys that are trying to join a fraternity, and they're tired of the ordinary failed initiation stuff. So they suggest that they can get anything they want to, and in return they can join the fraternity. So they decide that they need to go and get a stripper, and they can't get anybody locally, so they have to drive to Los Angeles to get hold of a stripper. So they get this Asian guy that is their friend to borrow his car so they can go to Los Angeles, and he convinces these two frat guys that he needs to come with them to be their friend for a week, or pretend to be their friend for a week. So all of these three persons go to Los Angeles now to get a hold of this stripper and bring her back to this fraternity. And yeah, this is where the fun starts, because they go to this underground bar in a very bad neighborhood in Los Angeles, and this bar is not what it seems. So they sit there in the bar and they watch this strip show with different strippers, and out comes Grace Jones as the main attraction, and they get really excited about her. So one of the guys goes behind the scenes, and he tries to get a hold of her, and one of the other girls is leading him into the room where she is, and he gets really intimate with Grace Jones on a bed in that room, and all of a sudden she turns into a vampire and bites him on the neck. And without spoiling the rest of the movie, this is where things get really crazy and out of control for these guys. And this is a really fun movie. If you like Fright Night and The Lost Boys, this is just like those movies. This is a horror comedy, so there's a lot of jokes, with vampire jokes in this movie. And it's a really fun movie, so I can really recommend this movie for you. Okay, this is all I had for you today. If you have seen these movies, please let me know in the comments what you thought about them. And please like and subscribe my video, and I will see you in my next one. And as always,
stay gold. Good boy.